Yikes! We got married and moved into a luxury apartment, and we can't pay you the settlement for your divorce, so sorry, and good luck with the $100,000 debt! Hannah is the one who has the $100,000 debt. Besides, you're gonna be paying me an $80,000 settlement moving forward. I hope you're gonna be okay.
Trouble Busters!
Yikes! My name is Tom. I just recently broke up with my ex-wife. My ex-best friend is giving me a call right now, and I don't have a good feeling about this. I don't want to pick up, but this could be about the settlement. Hello? Woo! Yes! Luxury apartment! What luxury apartment? Yeah, we got married and moved into a luxury apartment, and we can't pay you the settlement for your divorce, so sorry, and good luck with the $100,000 debt! Huh? What? That's not okay! I already had plans on how to spend the settlement! I just wanted to hear you panic, just like that! This is great! Yeah!
Hey, honey, I miss Tom.
Oh, do you want to see him?
Of course I do. It's rare to ever get to see a pathetic guy whose wife got stolen and also won't be getting the money he thought he's getting.
Okay. Now, me and your lovely ex-wife, who you couldn't keep because I was way too much cooler than you are, will kindly invite you to our gorgeous, luxurious apartment.
I'll give you $10 if you show up.
Isn't that great? Tom, I know you're broke. Mike and Hannah continued to insult me over the phone. I honestly didn't want to go. Ta-da! You seriously moved into this place, huh? Of course!
I knew we'd love living in a luxury apartment.
How do you guys even afford this place? Mike, you make a lot, huh? I guess I make normal money.
I own a nail salon and Mike works at a large company and he's soon to be promoted.
We can definitely afford a luxury apartment. You won't even imagine what it's like. You don't even make $40,000 annually.
Just like how you can't imagine being with me anymore. This was the type of lifestyle that I've always wanted, and that's why I started my business.
You never know what's around the corner, you know?
I need someone reliable to support me so I feel assured about the rest of my life, you know?
So you guys are two of a kind, huh?
That's right.
Cheating and a stolen marriage only tell me that you guys are inconsiderate ashholes anyway.
Says a man with no charm.
You lost this game, and if you can't admit your failure, you're never gonna be successful.
That's right.
Anyways, give me that $10 that you promised. Here. Thanks. I will consider this $10 as the settlement of $5 from each of you. How pathetic!
That's fine, but just so you know that we're only paying you $5 as a settlement for you.
Go file a lawsuit if you don't agree to this. Oh, I'm sorry. You wouldn't even be able to do that when you have a $100,000 debt. Huh? What are you talking about? Hannah is the one who has the $100,000 debt. Huh?
Yikes!
These guys are rotten inside out. Not only did they betray me, but they're trying to overkill this game. But fair enough, it's time for revenge. I'm not letting them get away with this. Trouble Busters.
We don't need to be talking about that right now.
Oh, I just had to say it since Mike seems to misunderstand something. I mean, you told him, right? No, she never told me anything. Hey, Hannah, why do you have a $100,000 debt? Your nail salon is successful and you already paid everything off, right?
Not yet.
Not yet? Why? You used all your sales without thinking about taxes, right? What? All of them? Just like how some baseball player did back then. Remember the guy who bought an expensive car using his contract fee and ended up almost going bankrupt the next year because of taxes? So you borrowed $100,000 and you made $100,000, but you didn't return $100,000, so you're left with $100,000 debt in addition to having to pay the taxes for $100,000? Shut up! Stop saying 100,000. But yes, you're right. Oh, God! What the heck are you thinking?
But honey, you make $80K annually, right? I thought we could figure this out together.
So you were counting on my income?
Yeah, so what?
If only I knew this before we moved into this luxury apartment. But it's already too late. We got rent to pay. Not to mention, you'll have to pay the interest on the $100,000 that you borrowed. I'm guessing it'll turn out to be around $30,000. A living hell for a business owner, a $130,000 debt. Besides, you're going to be paying me an $80,000 settlement moving forward. I hope you're going to be okay. You're going to end up paying over $200,000 owed, but I wonder if the two of you can afford it. It's not easy paying that much while you live in a luxury apartment. You guys okay with that?
How did this happen? Is this...
A dream? Nope, it's real. By the way, Mike is lying about his annual income. He makes about $35,000.
What? But if that's true, there's no way I can pay any settlement to you.
Then I'll file a lawsuit. What? A lawsuit? I know quite a few guys. Maybe I can host a lawsuit tour with all the customers being your friends and family. No, you can't do that. I'm sure rumors will spread. You'll lose your job, especially since running a nail salon is all about getting people to trust you, and you'll lose more customers than ever.
Hold on. No. Is it true that you only make $35K? That's not even half of what you said you're making, and you make even less than Tom.
Hey, $35,000 isn't too bad. He works hard, and you can't say that to him. Shut up! I don't need you to pity me like that. I'm not pitying you. I just wanted to say what I have to say as another working man.
Just tell me the truth. Do you really only make $35K?
Hey, Tom is lying. Don't listen to him.
Do you swear to the Mother Nature? This is important. You can't tell me you were lying later down the road, okay?
Yeah, I swear. I don't think it's the best time for you to be bluffing, Mike. You should tell her the truth. Shut up! You're just lying because you're jealous.
Tom, how dare you?
I mean, it's great if it turns out that I was lying, but what are you gonna do if I was telling the truth?
I mean...
You're gonna be in huge trouble. There's no way you're telling the truth. Stop lying. Are you willing to make a notarial deed for Hannah and prove that you're not lying? Notarial deed? I, Mike, deed the fact that my annual income is $80,000 to my wife Hannah. If this deed turns out to be false, I admit committing a romance fraud and will agree to pay a settlement of $200,000 to Hannah. Something like that to make it official. Why do I have to listen to what you tell me? Are you lying then? You wouldn't have a problem if you're telling the truth, right?
I mean, Tom is right about this. If you keep getting so defensive, it almost makes me doubt you, Mike.
I'm not lying. I'll write it, okay?
Oh, great. So you're not lying.
Of course not. You shouldn't be listening to this loser. FYI, a notarial deed can give her the power to legally enforce property seizure if it's discovered to be false. It's as powerful as a cursed amulet, so I hope you don't underestimate it.
Not a problem, right, Mike?
I honestly don't know if you can even make such a notarial deed, but whatever. One thing I know for sure is that liar Mike is not going to write anything like that.
Why can't you answer him right away? You're not lying, are you?
80K is a little more than what I actually make.
How much more is a little more?
Just a little more.
I am asking you how much more?
Only 45K.
Huh? What?
Only $45,000.
What? So you make 45K?
No!
What is it? What's your real income?
35.
What? I can't hear you.
35,000.
35K? So you really make less than Tom? How is this even possible?
I said stop calling 35,000 little. I make 40,000 including my bonus money. God, oh, I wish the economy was better.
I don't even want to hear that right now. So you married me after lying about your income? This is a romance fraud.
I wonder if you're right. I don't ever recall saying $80,000.
You can't change the story like that out of nowhere. You told me you make $80K, and that's why I broke up with Tom to be with you. $35K is just unacceptable. You're even worthless compared to Tom.
And you're worth far less than us for judging people based on income.
And what's wrong with judging guys based on income? Being so sweet and thoughtful is completely unnecessary. Can I buy a piece of bread with sweetness and thoughtfulness? Can I buy a purse with it? Will I get to live in a luxury apartment with it? Will I become a queen with it? I can't, right? A guy who can't provide to his wife is as worthless as a pebble. I'd just kick it away from me.
Dang, so savage. Her personality is a plague. She's rotten inside out to the point she doesn't even need a Halloween costume to scare people. I'm so glad I broke up with her. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I only look at you as worthless as a pebble too.
You liar, you were hitting on me ever since we first met. You can't lie to me like that.
I went for you because you were Tom's wife.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Mike has always wanted anything I had. When I say anything, it was literally anything. I'm more handsome than Tom, but every girl that I fall in love with ends up falling in love with Tom. I couldn't let this keep happening. That's because you would always talk behind my back to those girls, thinking you'd attract them by bringing me down. You keep talking crap about your best friend in every way possible. What makes you think that girls would want to be with a guy like you? They were all fed up with you. But why do all the girls that I like end up falling in love with you? You must have been talking crap about me behind my back. Nope, never. You ended up getting those girls' attention towards me because you kept talking about me, that's all. They found me as a kind person who continues friendship with a guy like you even after what you've been saying about me. Oh, shut up. And that's why all the girls seemed to be attracted to me back when I used to hang out with you. Thanks for sacrificing yourself to send me all those girls. And I hate how you've always been so sly. You took advantage of me. But I've told you so many times to stop talking smack behind my back. You said that as you looked down on me. That's not true. But look who's laughing at the end of the day. I stole your wife and I married her. This was all that I've ever wanted. You say that even if you have to pay $200,000 in exchange for feeling superior to me? Now that it's clear who won this game, Hannah is completely worthless to me.
How could you say that after committing a romance fraud on me?
You don't get to say anything. You're a cheater who betrayed your ex-husband to be with me. Besides, you acted like you made $100,000 annually, but it turns out that you have debts that you still have a long way to go. You're dumb, worthless, and pathetic. You're both inconsiderate to each other, and you both care about no one but yourselves. I'll be sure to take away a lesson not to ever be like the two of you for the rest of my life. You lost this game. I stole your wife. I didn't lose a game against you. I lost a game against money. Look at her. She's done with you the moment she found out you don't make the amount of money she thought you did.
Of course I'm done with him. I was already done with Tom's low income, but why do I have to be with a guy who doesn't even make as much as my ex-husband?
You witch! She's only reacting naturally. You fished her using money, right? Hannah thinks love is not made with words. She thinks it's made with money, and she means it. You should have known she'd act this way the moment you don't make much money. I had my own plans to go about it, if only you didn't show up. What the heck? You're the one who invited me over here, remember? But what kind of person actually shows up? My kind of person. I knew you were lying to her about your income, and I also knew Hannah was lying to you about her income. You married each other for money, and neither of you got it. The only lump sum of that equals a breakup. Lives destroyed.
You're such a butthole.
You bastard! I'll take those as compliments, and I recommend both of you recalculate how much debt each of you has. Hannah has her $100,000 debt plus unpaid interest, plus $30,000 for taxes, plus $40,000 for settlement, which comes out to be $200K, and you'll move out of the apartment. How sad. On the other hand, Mike has only $40,000 that he owes me as a settlement, but if Hannah sues him for romance fraud, my guess would be around $10,000, so a total of $50,000 debt. It's far less of a debt than Hannah's, but you'll end up with a criminal record, which is a heavier consequence than the debt itself. It'll be challenging for you to find a new job, especially considering how old you're getting. This is pretty sad, too. There's nothing that can prove that I said I make $80K. Yes, there is. Where? Oh God, what is that? I had my own reasons and purposes, and this whole conversation has been recorded. That's not fair. It's fair treatment to a guy who lied about his income to steal his friend's wife. It's a shame that Hannah gets to pay $10,000 less than what she's supposed to pay, but I guess I'm buying your criminal record with that money. I'll call it a criminal registration fee. No, you can't do this! He says I can't do this. What do you think, Hannah?
Do it.
Hannah!
Of course I say that. I'm getting money back from a scammer.
But you're no different than I am. You lied to me that you make $100,000. Well, it is a fact that she did make $100,000 in her sales, so at least she was telling the truth, just not the whole truth. No! I'm gonna sue you, whatever it takes! But how? You're gonna lose your job and housing. You won't have the budget to hire a lawyer. I have some money in my savings. That's going to be all gone after you pay me the settlement, okay? Oh, shut up. I never agreed to pay that stupid settlement. You can't force me.
I agree. I am not going to pay that stupid $40K that you're asking for.
Are you sure you're not gonna pay?
Nope, never. And if you're going to use that income fraud thing from earlier to threaten me, you can't do that.
You're really all about money, huh? But you're right, you'd be saving more by choosing not to pay my settlement rather than not having Mike pay you the settlement he'd owe you.
That's right, too bad for you.
Ha!
What?
Nice try, but you don't have a choice not to pay the settlement to me.
What? Why?
That's because you each already agreed to pay $5 as part of the settlement. What? So what? By making a partial payment of what you owe, you agreed that you are liable to pay me the $40,000 settlement. It's called a pay down of the debt. The fact that you were willing to pay a single penny means that you agreed liability towards the unpaid portions of the debt. What? We never said that.
That's right. You can't make these things up. Wait. Oh my God.
Yep, you got it. I brought that IC recorder to make sure I recorded you guys telling me that the $5 was for the settlement. You can't do that. This is a fraud. You can't make us pay just because it is.
Yeah, it's just an amateur raw tactic. Perhaps we can still win this case.
You might be right. You might have a chance. But who's gonna win the case for you? A lawyer, right? That's only if you can even afford one. And if you're planning on giving me trouble, I'm going to make sure I have the Blue financial firm handle your debts. Their collection rate is 100%. Blue financial firm? I'm sure if some professionals hear all that I've told them, there are a lot of loopholes, but this should be enough to make the two of them understand that they're not getting away with this. Yes, that's my trouble busters. Tom, please forgive me. I can't end up with a $50,000 debt and also a criminal record. I don't even know if I'll have any luck finding a new job. You need to help me out.
Tom, you have to forgive me. After all that happened just now, I realize what true love is. You're the one and only man that I love, so please forgive and forget.
Nice try, but I have no mercy for the two of you.
Oh no.
They deserve what they deserve. That's how much of a sin they committed, coming from a wife and a best friend. My ex-wife Hannah ended up with a total of $192,500 debt. The IRS and Blue financial firm are after her every moment. She sold her nail salon business, but she was still left with a $170,000 debt. She works several part-time jobs while she's spending as little as she can.
But I was supposed to be living in a luxury apartment as a business owner. Oh.
My ex-best friend Mike only owed a quarter of what Hannah did, around $50,000. However, due to the romance fraud that he committed, he's now on parole while he has a criminal record. He lost his job and lives at a park as he cries himself to sleep every day. His parents paid for the money he owed me in the meantime, and I'm fine as long as he's facing his well-deserved consequences. Yup. As for me, I moved into a big apartment using the settlement fee that I got from the two of them. I requested my company's HR to transfer me to a different branch somewhere out of state so I wouldn't have to be reminded about my ex-wife and ex-friend on a daily basis. Yep, I'm gonna hang out at the casino today. I'm gonna have so much fun. Trouble Busters.